Hey guys, my name is Julia and today we'll be doing our 20 most anticipated reads of 2020. I apologize for the brevity of this video. It's 2:30 a.m. and I've just filmed a slew of other videos as well because I have very few opportunities to be filming videos in this college dorm of mine. So thank you all for dealing with my lack of energy by now. Yeah, thanks. Bye. So because there's 20 books on this list, I wanted to go through this pretty quickly, and so I'm going to try for a 5-second synopsis of each of the books on this list. And without further ado, here we go. Number 1, Ruthless Gods by Emily A. Duncan. Blood magic, holy war, second book. Okay, this is not going off well. Okay, number 1, Ruthless Gods by Emily A. Duncan. Okay, this is a sequel to Wicked Saints, and it takes place in fantasy world where there's a holy war and there are saints and eldritch gods. And blood mad. Okay, oh, this is harder than I thought. Ruthless Gods by Emily A. Duncan. Fantasy, holy war setting where there's blood magic and saints and eldritch monsters and enemies to lovers romance. Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. Fantasy story where there's a shaman who has to save the world from an encroaching evil, save her best friend, and also there's a Spider King, and I hope they become a thing because I love my monstrous romances. House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. Or urban fantasy story by Sarah J. Maas. There you go. Famine by Lauren Thallis, a third book in her Four Horsemen series. This book follows the romance between famine and a girl. Yeah, there we go. Bonecryer's Moon by Catherine Purdon. This is a story of two characters who are enemies who become lovers, and the girl also happens to deal with dead bodies all the time. The Rise of Skywalker novelization by Ray Carson. Okay, Blood and Honey by Shelby Morin, the sequel to her 2019 book, Serpent and Dove. The Raven and the Dove by Caitlin Devis. Enemies to lovers, there's a raven and there's a dove, and they're in love with each other. Star Daughter by Shweta Thakurar. Fantasy story about a girl who wants to go save her father's life, and so she competes in a magical tournament in order to save her father's life, based on Hindu mythology. Crystal Cage, the 5th and final book in the Vortex Vision series by Elise Kova. Super excited, love this series, love every book that Elise Kova's ever written. The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller. Enemies to lovers romance, girl gets married to a guy because she wants to kill him. The Midnight Lie by Marie Ruchkowski. LGBT story set in the world of The Winner's Curse. What Monstrous Gods by Rosamund Hodge, eldritch monster horror love story, I believe. The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubinkowski. This is apparently pitched as Shadow and Bone meets the Winter Night trilogy, so that's all we got going. Empire the Vampire by Jane Kristoff. Vampire story where the vampires rule over the world. Sure, let's go for it. Igniting Darkness by Robin Lefebvre's 5th book in Robin Lefebvre's His Fair Assassins series. Read the first, I love all the first 4 books, so I'm excited for this one. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, Romeo and Juliet retelling set in Shanghai, 1920s with Godfather twist. The Maidenship by Micheline Rickman, one of my favorite Instagram artists. She's such a sweetie and it's a fantasy story and it sounds great. And finally, Untitled Nikolai Duology number 2 by Leigh Bardugo. Love all of Leigh Bardugo's books and waiting for this one to come out because damn, King of Scars had a terrible plot twist and I'm just like, what the hell? So those are my 20 most anticipated reads of 2020. Comment down below if you share any of these most anticipated reads, if you have different books that you're interested in, and thank you all for watching. Bye!